Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm April and I'm going to do a review on 2 Intimina menstrual products. So if this isn't what you like to watch, please feel free to click off now. The products that I am going to review is the Intimina 1 cup, which comes in this case, and the Intimina ziggy cup. Well, ziggy disc. Let's start with this one. This cup comes in a cardboard packaging, which I'll show you right now, and with a little plastic front, so it's not entirely eco-friendly, but it works. It comes in this little case that says Intimina on it. It's a breathable case, it has some air holes. People have said this breaks easy, but I found it to be okay, as long as you take care of it. So it's like that, it pops open. What I like about it is that it's kind of travel friendly. Not that you'd really need it to be. It's like that. It has a very small, quite a small circumference here. First of all, let's start off with the pros. For me, the silicone on this is super soft. It's really buttery soft, and it's pink. That's a major. It's pink, yay! I thought at first using this, since I came from the Sanaya cup, which is a bigger thing, the Sanaya cup didn't work for me. I thought maybe it was because the Sanaya cup's room wasn't big enough for me, which made me think, oh my gosh, it's not big enough. One second, let me just turn this off. Made me think that it wasn't big enough, but actually this turned out to be my Goldilocks cup, which I'm really shocked about actually, because I didn't think it would be, because it's so intricate. But anyway, it's able to fold down, as you saw. You just push this in, let that one in. Supposed to be a 1 cup for everyone. I like that it can do this and fit in this tiny pouch, so you can kind of keep it in your bag or even in a small bag, because believe it or not, carrying around the bigger pouches actually isn't that great. I like to keep it so that you can like just whip it out whenever you're like, oh, I need it, let's whip it out, sort of thing. Another great pro with the Intimina 1 cup is that you can use it through like different times in your cycle when your cervix is higher or lower, because this little thing, you can just make it a smaller cup. Especially if you're like a newbie beginner and you don't know if you have a high or low cervix, this cup I think would be really good, because if you have a lower cervix, you can just literally pop that in there and make that a smaller little cup. Or if the thing's sticking out of you, you can just do that, make it super small cup. Another pro that I personally love about this cup is that the suction on this thing is real. The suction is unbelievably suctiony, and I don't know why that is. The rim isn't too, the rim is quite a firm rim, but yeah, I don't know, it just has a really good suction, which I really like. I guess that's why it worked for me. Although my other cups do have a good suction too, but this one just seems to be great. I don't know how or why, even though it has such a small circumference. This is literally my Goldilocks cup. Another thing I like is the shape of it. When you're reaching out to take this cup out, the fact that it has this like bulbous edge at the bottom literally gives you something to grip on, more than a regular cup when it's kind of slipping around in there. This one you can literally grab the whole bulbous end and just pull it out of you. So that's really great. Also the fact that it's dark pink I find really great, because it never stains, in my opinion. It hasn't stained yet. Now let me talk about what I didn't like about this cup. Well, obviously this is my Goldilocks cup, so I pretty much liked everything about it. The only pro that I would say is if your vajayjay had a larger circumference, this is actually very tiny. It's one of the more tinier ones. I don't know how that would work. It is recommended for beginners and teens. I'm not a teen anymore, I'm definitely a beginner. It worked great for me. One thing is it holds a very small amount, because it's one of the smaller cups I own. So because it holds such a small amount, you'd have to change it more often if you're a heavy bleeder. But for me, I kind of find that kind of fun using my cup, so I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. And it lasted a long time with me because you don't really bleed that much anyway. Okay, so that's the Intimina one review done. Let's talk about the Ziggy cup. It comes in this plastic box that I will show you right now. It comes in this plastic container which apparently is recyclable, so there's no problem there. Although it would have been nice if it came in something else, maybe a nice cardboard box like other cups, but it's fine. Anyway, it comes in this storage pouch, which I think is also medical grade silicone. There's ziggy on the front. It says Intimina. It has lips. Hello. There's drawing of lips. The other way around. And then you just pull it out as so. So that's its storage thing. I'm not sure. I just sniffed. I don't know why I did that. I'm not sure if this is the greatest storage compartment. Because, I mean, it is breathable. I mean, there's the end there, but I mean, it's all so close together. But it should be fine since it's medical grade silicone. And I think this is really cute anyway. Now, the cup straight away looks huge, and I thought, oh my gosh, that is crazy if I show you that. But it actually isn't that bad. And yes, one major pro with this cup is you can use it while you have sex. I'll talk about my experiences in a second. Anyway, the way you insert this cup is different from a normal cup. You kind of just squeeze it, insert it, and place it up. It goes in really easy. I think you definitely need a high cervix if you're going to use this. It's actually not as hard to use as the cups because all you have to do is make sure you hook it under your cervix, your donut-shaped cervix, and because this is such a thin material, you can kind of feel if your cervix is in there or if it's not in there. But if you get it in the right place, it's quite good. Another thing I liked about it is obviously that you can have sex with it. I did try it, so I could say yes, you definitely can have sex with it. But my partner could feel this cup. He said it wasn't bad, it was just not me. But he also said that could just be his imagination because I told him it was there. So it did work and it did hold everything in. It didn't break the cup or anything like that. Now let's talk about the cons. One major con I had with this cup was, although the silicone is super buttery soft, it's not that soft against your intimate area. Like, I needed some lube on the rims to be able to put this all the way in because I just couldn't. I really tried without using lube on it, but I just couldn't. I just could not get that to go in easily. It hurt. It hurt a lot to put it in without lube. One thing I did notice was it does slip sometimes, but I think that was more because I was a beginner with this. Eventually I got it to sit there perfectly and it didn't move at all. It says that it can hold up to 20 ml, but it really can't because once it's in there, everything gets flattened like this. And you can hold as much as can go in there, but it definitely can't hold all of what you see. Like if you filled that up with water, it would not hold all of that. It holds something kind of blocks everything. And also I thought I'd be able to take this out without it being as messy as they said it was. But unfortunately there is no way to get this out without it being a whole crime, murder, bloody mess down there. So there's another thing. If you are at home, it doesn't really matter. But if you are out and about in public, it is a bloody mess. And also I can definitely see this falling in the toilet bowl when taking it out. You just hook it under your finger and pull it out. But I could definitely accidentally drop this in the toilet bowl. Another con is you get stuff in these grooves, so you have to get a toothbrush when you're done. Give that a good clean because it does build up something in there, which is weird because I only use this one for one cycle, a few days of the one cycle. And yeah, it built up some gunk, but obviously the selling point to this cup is that you can use it for mess-free sex, if that is what you really want. For me, I don't really mind, but on heavier days, I can see this being very useful. On lighter days, Does it really matter? I think Intimina is a great brand. They're always making something fun and amazing. So I really enjoyed my experience with these 2 cups. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my review. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.